Hey family, this is Ashley B coming with a quick word, a quick message. I don't know who this message is for today. It's for somebody, and I pray that it sets somebody free. I pray that it encourages somebody, because the way God gave it to me, and he said that this is specifically for somebody. But God gave me the other night, he gave me the story of Joseph. For those that don't know the story of Joseph, he gave me the story of Joseph. And what God has shown me about the story of Joseph is that it's a story, it's one of the greatest stories about forgiveness, about letting things go, about how life goes on, about just how God will end up turning things around for you in the end, like based off of what it looked like at first or in the beginning, or, what the devil meant to do, the harm that the devil meant to cause you, and how God will just end up elevating and changing everything around for your good in the end. But, one of the biggest things that God showed me about the story of Joseph is just forgiveness. It's forgiveness. And so we all know the story of Joseph, how, his brothers, everything, Joseph went through so much, right? Like how his brothers abandoned him. And then, when he got locked up and all of that, all for God to turn everything around for him in the end, how he elevated him in the end, how he had a bigger plan for him. And this is how God gave this to me. Like I said, this is for somebody. This is for somebody. But God was showing me, he had me focusing on the pit. For somebody, for a lot of you guys, it's the pit. It is the pit that is going to be your breakthrough. It is the pit that is going to save you. It is the pit that's going to help you to understand God's love for you. Understanding the bigger picture, understanding that all things work together for our good. It's the pit. And right now, God is saying that it's somebody that's in that pit. Oh, God, I don't want to start crying on this video. It's somebody that's in that pit. And he showed this to me about myself too. This is why I'm trying to encourage somebody with this. God is showing me the pit, that same pit that person threw you in, or the people that threw you in that pit. He's showing me that you coming out of the pit, he's showing me you being raised out of that pit, and then you're looking back over the pit. You're looking back just imagine a big hole. Just imagine you're in a desert or something, and it's just a big deep hole, just rocks and sand, and it's deep down there. That hole where you was at, it was deep down in that hole. And God is just showing me you being brought out of that pit. And when you come out of that pit, you just looking back over the pit. You just looking back. You're looking down at where you've come from. You looking back at where God brought you from. You looking down at that pit man, I was never supposed to make it out of here. I was never supposed to come to make it out of this pit. This same pit that this person threw me in, I was supposed to be left for dead. I was supposed to be left for dead. And God is showing me you coming out of that pit, and the pit, and you looking over the pit is representation of you, is representing you looking back over your life, you looking back over your past, of where God has brought you from. And then not only you looking over the past and looking over the pit, he showed me all this dirt that's on you, all this dirt that's all over your face. And God is just showing me in the spirit, you just wiping the dirt off of yourself, wiping the rocks off of yourself, wiping the dirt off of your face, just wiping it all away, and just looking back, just sitting there, standing at the pit. Wow, I was never supposed to make it. I was supposed to be left for dead. I was supposed to be left for dead. I was never supposed to make it out of here. And God showed me, this is what he said. He said he wants you to think about that pit. He just wants you to think about that pit, because what God began to show me is that It does not matter how many pits that you are thrown in. You could get thrown into 3, 4, 10 other pits. God said he's gonna bring you out every time. He's gonna bring you out of that pit every time. Every time, every pit that somebody think that they about to throw you in, every pit that the enemy, that the devil thinks that he's about to throw you in. God said it does not matter how wide, how long, how deep the pit is. He said he's gonna make a way of escape for you every time. He said that he is going to make a way of escape for you every single time. And he's going to find a different way to do it. He's going to pull a ladder down there to bring you out. He's going to pull a rope down there to bring you out. He's going to send some help to bring you out. But you better know, he just wants you to know that it does not matter. It does not matter how he gives you the escape, but he's going to pull you out every time. That pit that person left you for dead, that pit that those people left you for dead. He's going to pull you out. He's going to make a way. You're going to get out and you're going to dust yourself off. You're going to dust yourself off. You're going to dust that dirt off of you, and you're going to keep going into your future. You're going to keep going into the plans that God has for you. You're going to keep moving and excelling. You're going to keep elevating. That's what God is telling you today. That's what God is encouraging somebody today to know, that whatever that pit is, that you're going to come out every time. And then to take it a step further, because again, we're talking about the story of Joseph, right? We're talking about the story of Joseph. God is saying, for a lot of you, it's so many things that you are holding on to towards people that have hurt you in your life. The parents that abandoned you, the people, the family members that were supposed to protect you that never protected you, these situations, these relationships that you've been in, people that have abandoned you, people that have ghosted you, people that have walked out on you, people that have spoken these word curses over you, people that have spoken all these negative things over you, people that played you, people that lied on you, all these people, all these things. And for a lot of us, and for a lot of you, you're holding on. You're holding on to the pain of those things, to the pain that those people caused you, to the pain that those people harmed you. You're holding on to it. And God is saying, just like Joseph, he's saying, just like Joseph, these very same people that left you for dead. This, I don't know who this is for, but those very same people that left you for dead, he said, not only is he pulling you out of that pit, but just like Joseph, he's going to elevate you right in front of these people. He's going to do something big in your life. He's going to transform you. He's doing something. He's going to do something in front of these same people that left you for dead. And for a lot of us, this is why he said that forgiveness is one of the biggest takeaways from this story, because for a lot of us, we hold on to this unforgiveness. We hold on to these grudges, to these people that undid these things to us, these people that harmed us. God said, let that go today. God said, let that go today, because for a lot of us, it's easy to want to see bad come against people that have done us wrong. It's easy to want to repay evil for evil. It's easy to want to see people hurt. It's easy to want to see people to pay for what they did to you. It's easy to be sitting around feeling like they got away with what they did. But God is saying, just like Joseph, just like in the end, you remember in the end when Joseph told them, when the same people, y'all listen, the same people that threw him in, these are his brothers. These were his brothers. The same people that threw him in this pit, that left him for dead, were the same people that came bowing before him, asking for forgiveness. The same people that had to come bow down before the same people. The very same people is what God is saying. The very same people that you feel like you cannot forgive, that you can't let this stuff go, that you holding on to these grudges. The very same people. And in that moment, when that happened, when his brothers had to come before him, after everything that Joseph went through, Joseph could have easily, he wouldn't even been wrong, honestly. He could have easily had a spirit of like trying to stunt, or trying to having a spirit of like, oh yeah, y'all better be bowing down before me. Oh, what I'm saying? He could have had that spirit, that revengeful spirit, or that spirit of that pridefulness of trying to show how much what God has done for him, or show what he's accomplished before his brothers. But he didn't even have that spirit. What did he tell them? He said, What you intended for my harm, God intended it for my good. And that's what God is saying to somebody right now. Those very same people that threw you in that pit, that left you for dead. You might be feeling these grudges. You might be feeling this hate, this anger, this resentment toward these people or person, whatever. But God is saying what he is going to do in your life, how he is elevating you, the things that he is turning around for your good. He said when you get to that place, you're not even going to have that stuff in your heart towards these people. You're going to be just like Joseph. You're going to be just like Joseph. Just be able to look at these people as stepping stones. Look at these people as being blessings. Look at these people as these situations that happen in your life as lessons. That all that stuff, it was meant for your bad, but God turned it around for your good. That's what God showed me about this. Do not be ashamed of the pit. Do not keep thinking, looking back at that pit. All you need to do when you look at that pit, you think about how you have overcome it, how God has brought you out of that pit, and the things that God is going to do in your life, how he's going to elevate you, how he's going to change things. And those very same people, this is why God says, stop thinking about these people, stop wishing bad on these people, because it is going to be the very same people that's going to have to watch you eat, that's going to have to watch what God does in your life. And just like those brothers, they're going to be bowing down before you. And God said, but I want you to be in a place to where you able to have that same spirit as Joseph, and you able to say the same thing that he said. You're not going to have a prideful spirit. You're not going to have a nanny boo-boo spirit towards these people. You're not going to have a spirit of get back at these people. You're going to be humble, just like Joseph. What you meant for my bad, what you intended to harm me, what you intended, you intended what you did to me, you intended to break me. You intended to break me. You intended to leave me for dead like you did at that pit. That's what you did. You intended to leave me for dead. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what your intentions was. It doesn't even matter what you did for me. Because first of all, not only did God pull me from that pit, not only did he pull me from that pit, but he showed me something better. He did something greater for me. He turned things around for my good to the point where I'm able to sit in front of you. I'm able to look in front of your face. I'm able to stand right here with my head held high and say whatever it was that you did for my harm, God meant it for my good. So I can hug you. I can have compassion for you. I can have love for you in my heart. I don't have to sit around holding a grudge. I don't have to sit around wishing bad on you. I don't have to sit around wishing evil on you, because it was all for my good. And I'm going to leave it at that. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. I don't know, like I said, I don't know who that message was for, but that was for somebody. And I pray that it sets you free today. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video.